Welcome back to another season of Going Into Detail. I believe this is season 6 of Going Into Detail. I did say I'm going to bring more crazy, insane things of Going Into Detail. And today I'm going to start off with this custom Ford C550 handmade custom. So let us start with the front. The front, I actually molded every single thing by hand. This piece of wheel arch was actually a plastic car that I cut up, and I also used another plastic car's wheels for being much smaller, if you guys can see that. I also did the interior as well, and a custom steering wheel. You have the side mirrors, the front lights. I know it's not perfect, but it's a custom handmade. I believe it's one of one in the entire world. Custom made 164, a proper 164th model. And you have the spokes. It was back then when I was still deciding what to build. So I just needed a big truck, that's it. And I came upon this truck. Obviously there's not much metal because the base and the chassis is made out of wood. I do have the side tanks. On both sides of the tanks I actually own. And you have the rear wheels, which I actually beefed up the wheels by gluing another two. You have the rear lights as well. The entire frame is dropped to the ground. It does scrape, which I want it to scrape, but it doesn't scrape that much. And then this is based off a real life one actually, which does burnout and stuff. The chassis I did paint it gold as well. The tube is plastic. The iron drive shaft. I'll show you guys this entire engine. This engine assembly, it was before a custom what you call 12 rotor, and then I needed an engine that was perfect size because I was lazy to build one. I just built this turbo in this 6 rotor and added exhaust pipes as well, which was quite tricky to bend that iron into a like S shape. If you guys can see, let me bring this engine much closer for you guys can see. There's a turbo in red. So the exhaust come out of the top. So the iron, massive iron piece is the drive shaft. This is what the truck actually looks like. Massive, check that. Interior, you can check the interior out. Hand painted and hand glued everything. But my skills are still there for sketch making things. Check this massive gap, and when you put the engine it all just sinks in perfectly. I mean, it's a good custom that I made. Really cool. And the best thing about this is, I mean, the tanks are proportionally to size. No measurements or anything at all. You can see it's not a perfect truck because there is a slight C on this side, but this reason why it's bent like that is because it was glued to fit the engine as well. So there's plastic inside here, there's wood, there is modeling clay, hardened clay, just to check how beefy that the gap is. So basically the first thing was the tires. The front tires had to go in first, and then I had to build upon from the sides and then the front. The tricky part was the front. That's why it looks like so rough. That was the tricky part to make it like, if you guys can see my finger through there, to make it like that. It was so tricky, hence why there's a crack and a crack there, because then I have to cut it out, make it nice and put it back, but it's not perfect. I would like to not redo this vehicle, but kind of re-customize an entire one. So as you can see, this is where normally the, I don't know what you call this, but that's where it would be for the chassis and stuff. All this is flipped upside down as well, based off a real life C 550 Ford COE, and then the engine just slides right into there and sits, doesn't need no gluing or nothing. So this engine is just set in there perfectly. So that is the massive custom Ford C550 built from scratch, and that's the custom I actually wanted to redo in the future. So thank you guys for watching this episode. Episode 2 should be next week or so.